Okay, so let me try explaining how I get this stuff over here, this answer from the stuff over here. So to start, we have we have y equals the natural log of x raised to the power square root of x. And then we take the natural log of both sides, so we have the natural log of y equals the natural log of x raised to the power square root of x. But remember, when we take the natural log or the log of anything, that if that anything is raised to a power, that power can come down and be something we can multiply by. And that's the step I skipped here. The square root of x dropped down since I took the natural log of x. Next, we have the derivative of both sides. So we take the derivative of both sides with respect to x. So the derivative of the natural log of y with respect to x. Since it's not the natural log of x, if it were just the natural log of x, the derivative of the natural log of x is 1 over x. But since it's not natural log of x, it's the natural log of y, we have to apply the chain rule to this. And doing the chain rule, it's 1 over the something on the inside times the derivative of the inside. So 1 over the something on the inside is y, so 1 over y, times the derivative of the inside, and the derivative of the inside is dy over dx. Equals, and now it's the derivative of the other side. And now here we have a product of the square root of x times the natural log of x. When we take the derivative of this, we have to apply the product rule, since it's the square root of x times the natural log of x. And you'll see that here, that's a plus sign here that I've written. We have the first, square root of x, times the derivative of the second. The derivative of the second I'll cordon off with this parenthesis here. Okay? The derivative of the second, the derivative of the second is actually a chain rule again. It's the outside, the derivative of the outside is 1 over the stuff on the inside, so the stuff on the inside is the natural log of x, times the derivative of the inside. And luckily now we have the derivative of the inside is the natural log, or is 1 over x, since we have the function is the natural log of x. So the derivative of this here is 1 over the stuff on the inside, ln of x, times 1 over x, which is the derivative of the inside. And that's only the first part of the power, or the product rule, I should say. It's the first times the derivative of the second, and the derivative of the second is this, plus the second, natural log of x, times the derivative of the first. And the derivative of the first is just 1 over 2 times the square root of x. Now I just multiply by y on both sides. So I multiply by y here to get rid of y on the denominator. I multiply this whole thing by y. So I have first. Let's go baby steps. I have this whole thing, all of this thing here. Turns into, in the denominator we have x times the natural log of x under the square root of x here, because the square root of x times 1 is just the square root of x, and x times the natural log of x is just x ln of x, plus the natural log of x over 2 square root of x. And that stuff is multiplied by y, but we know what y is. It's the natural log of x raised to the power square root of x. So we just go ahead and substitute that back in for y. So we have all of this stuff here times the natural log of x raised to the power square root of x. And that is how I got the answer.